It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's a beat for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. Also for your boy. Mix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
Happy Educational Friday. What's up? Hold on, my drawers in my booty. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. That's TMI. I did not have to say all that when I came on here. Happy Educational Friday. Shout out to everybody in the building. I hope y'all are doing well. Come on in, get the likes up on the video. We got a few things to discuss, and we are going to discuss them today. So come on in, get the likes up. Shout out to everybody in the building. I hope y'all are doing really good today, y'all. It's a pretty day outside. Every day I come on here, I'm going to tell y'all to please go outside, get you some air, ground your energy. It is very imperative that you do so. So y'all, please ground your energy. Shout out to everybody in the building. Come on in, y'all. We made it to another weekend. I forgot to turn this light on. Hold on. Let me turn this light on. My bad, y'all. Hold on. It just dawned on me when I looked up. I forgot to turn that light on. My bad. And I'll be cutting the camera off because I told I ain't going there. Anyways, happy Educational Friday. It's a beautiful day outside, y'all. Please get out and get some sun. Please get some sun. The world is going to double hockey sticks, I'm sorry, in a handbasket, and Black America is still over here doing genealogy, creating dance moves and music and stuff. That goes to show you that the world is in calamity, but not you, Black America. So while the world is figuring itself out, what you need to be doing is your genealogy. So let's get into the morning announcements. Black America, if you don't do nothing else, genealogy is the most important thing you can do in these days and times, because we are in spiritual warfare and the earth is repairing itself, okay? Now, I've talked to y'all about this before. The earth repairing itself looks different, for everybody, but it looks good for us and bad for them. Now, witchcraft comes in where they'll make you think that the world is going to double hockey sticks in a handbasket for you, but it is not. You're actually protected while everybody is fighting each other, basically unaliving each other off. Okay, so while that's happening, we need to be putting our best foot forward to finding out who we are. So genealogy is where you find that out. Identity is the first key to freedom. So please, if you don't do anything, do your genealogy. Okay, please do your genealogy. On top of genealogy, get back to the Most High God, get back to the ancestors. They have a lot of ancestors that are waiting on you. There's somebody on this message, somebody behind this screen that I'm talking to specifically. You've been getting nudged. You've been getting signs. You've been getting thoughts. You've been having dreams. This is your ancestors nudging you to wake you up, Black America. So please, go outside, ground, meditate, pray, whatever it takes for you to get back to source, Most High God, Mother and Father, whatever it is, please do it, okay? Now, we're going to get into a few things, but before we do that, I also have to shameless plug Black Americans versus everybody, y'all. Make sure you hit that link. That link is pinned to the top of the chat. The people who are not on YouTube, for y'all who don't know what link that is, it is voodoodolltvshop.com. That is voodoodolltvshop.com. And here we are selling Babe products, Black Americans versus everybody, because again, if you don't have that mindset in today's time, then you're probably gonna fall by the wayside, if it makes sense. So please, Black America, go ahead on and shop with your girl if you want to support. Also, we're gonna get into why we here, but before we do that, I want to say something. Let me say this. Some girl named Deborah Lee sent me an email. And I keep telling you guys, first of all, the best way to contact me is via email. I don't check a lot of DMs. If you send me a DM, I probably won't ever see it. But the best way to contact me is via email, voodoodollpodcast@gmail.com, right? So I don't know what Deborah Lee was talking about, but Deborah Lee sent me an email that was long as the book of Revelations. Now, I told y'all, when y'all send me messages, you got 2 to 3 sentences to wow me before I get off. I'm telling you now, I'm not reading all of that. Now, if you come to me about something like genealogy, I'll sit down and read it, and we can have a whole conversation. People in the chat will tell you, I will email you back if you're asking me about some genealogy or some history stuff. You know what I'm saying? For the most part. But if you sending me a Bible scripture on why Brandy, why I need to watch my mouth about what I said about the vocal Bible, Brandy, I'm telling you now, girl, after the second sentence and I scrolled down and saw all of that jibber jabber, I said, oh yeah, Deborah Lee done lost her mind. So I want to come on here, Deborah Lee, because I know you're going to be on here. I know you somewhere with your gnarled fingers just typing away. So I just want to say, Deborah Lee, whatever you wrote, bitch, take it to hell with you. I'll never know. Unless you're going to send me a voice clip over my cell phone, slut, I'll never know what your thoughts were, nor do I care. And let me also say this to you, Deborah Lee. The next time you decide to write a Bible scripture in my inbox, don't. Because you just said you're just wasting your time, Pat. I hope you did talk to text. Because I'm not reading all of that duck goose. You think I'm going to sit down and take my time, word for word, bar for bar, and listen and read line by line as you gather me in what you believe to be gathering me? Deborah Lee, I would have said something real bad to you, but you sound like you're old enough to be my mama. So I just want to say this to you, Deborah Lee. Tread light, bitch. Tread light. Oh, my bad. She's an elder. Miss bitch. Tread light, Miss bitch. Next time you decide to send me anything, don't. Now, I didn't block you because I'm giving you an opportunity to come around. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm telling you now, y'all calling me, texting me, hollering at me about these regular ass celebrities. Every time I get on here, I'm going to drag them even more. Now, you're going to make me go dig up the vocal Bible and really make the world mad at it. You better tread light and get out my inbox. I'm telling you now. Find you something safe to play with. Because I will go dig up some old vocal Bible tea and make the whole world hate the bitch. Don't come over here with that. Please. Please. And Brandy, if that was you, Willie Ray, if that was you, to hell with you and Sonia. Say what I said. Now let's move on. I didn't want to come on here and say that to Deborah Lee. Girl, y'all should have seen the message. Girl, I said, what the? Look at, first of all, people are funny to me. The subject in the message said, be offended. I should have knew right there not to read it. I should have knew not to open it. Because the subject head said, be offended. So I said, you know what? I'm smoking. I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm sitting down right here. Let me see what this lady talking about. She started off saying, you know how they start off? First of all, I say, oh shit, here it comes. First of all, I've been subscribed to you, been following you, been supporting you. But this way, I got to get off the bus. I said, uh-oh. Girl, y'all is crazy on the internet. And you know what? Y'all not crazy. You know who crazy? The people who go sit down and read that shit. I will never do it. I'm sorry. If you got to send me a voice note to curse me out. If you're going to send it in a paragraph, I'll never get to understand it because I'll never read the finish. So, Deborah Lee, I hope you're having a good Friday this evening. I hope Brandy called you or something to congratulate you on contacting me, but it fell on deaf ears. So yeah, Deborah Lee, go lay down, okay? Now let's get into why we're here. What are we talking about today? Y'all get the likes up on the video. So Cenat unveils a new tattoo. He has this brand called Vivette, and now he has the tattoo branded on his forehead. And you know what I said immediately? The powers that be said, we giving you this money, go out here and tattoo. You're not going to tell me that Cenat did that on his own. That's a lie, and hell is high. You know what I'm saying? At any rate, we're going to discuss what I believe is going on. You feel what I'm saying? Somebody say that was Sonia. You know what? It might have been. Back up. Skirt. It might have been Sonia. You ain't lying. Because it was an elder. It was definitely an elder. I could tell by how she set the email up that was an elder. Oh, yes. That was somebody old enough to be my mom. You see what I'm saying? I don't think it was Claressa. Claressa can't put her words together like that. Claressa a little slow. Whoever this is, yeah, this somebody who done been around the world and or Miss Deborah Lee. And listen, it was breaking down the girl. Listen, I would show y'all the email if I didn't think it would be some sort of doxing. Girl, she had them broke down in separate emails like a book. Girl, wait. It might be Miss Sonia. It might be Miss Sonia. I don't know, Miss Sonia. Is that you? Because you could have called me and we could have had a conversation. You feel what I'm saying? You could have got on the phone. And I swear to God, Miss Sonia, I wouldn't have disrespected you. I would have let you curse me out and everything. But you ain't have to do all of that, Miss Sonia. I'm not. It might be Miss Sonia. I'm with y'all. I'm with y'all because the way it was so well put together. Again, the structure, because I didn't read it. But the structure of the email, Miss Deborah Lee sound like she retired from somewhere else. Girl, she been working on the job 30 years. She just decided, you know what, bitch, I done had enough of you. I'm telling you what I felt from the email, girl. Whoever Miss Deborah Lee was must have been watching the live and said, all right, bitch, you done did it now. I done had enough. And she went to typing, and that's cool, but I'm just not going to read it. But Miss Sonia, please go have several seats because I'm already working on my children's series called Go Lay Willie Ray. Don't make me start a 227 series on your crazy ass. Miss Sonia. Please, Miss Sonia, go lay. You might want to go lay down, Miss Sonia. I have your ass looking like Mama Tina in that gumbo in about 30 days. You might want to go play with somebody safe, Miss Sonia, please. I'm just saying, I like your daughter. I like her. Ish. As I'm starting to go now, you know? I'm just saying. Yeah, Miss Deborah Lee sounded like she was a retired something. Retired post office, retired school teacher. Yeah, somewhere where you got to be something. Yeah. Somewhere where you got to have an education to get the job. Oh, yeah, Miss Deborah Lee, whoever she wasn't no dumbass Miss Bitch. You know what I'm saying? She was very, yeah, she probably played, Delta. She still got the Delta tags on her car. Girl. She show up to all the family functions with her Delta jacket on, bitch. That featherweight jacket. That's who Miss Deborah Lee sounded like in that email. Girl, send me a voice clip, Miss Deborah Lee, please. And if you send me a voice clip, I swear to God, I listen. I'm just not about to roll my eyes reading back and forth through all the messages. Now, let's move on. So we got to talk about Cenat and his tattoo. Black Americans versus Ghana. So remember we spoke about Ghana going down to the UN, trying to get reparations on behalf of Black America. It went down out there apparently in front of the courthouse. And we going to discuss it. And shout out to the Black American brothers and sisters who went out there to defend it. Speaking of, I got to go back to Topcast Live. Anyway, airport release. Apparently, Donald Trump done signed some executive order to get the airport back up and running so everybody won't be running out of time at the airport. I mean, if it don't be up by Friday, I ain't going to New Orleans because I am supposed to be going down there for a crawfish burrow. But if the airport ain't up to par, I'm going to be right here. So, Auntie, if you're on here, you already know what it is when I don't show up. Also, Druski, we got to talk about the backlash that the clears are given to Druski. Oh my God, the new clears are so insufferable. Oh, you new clears are just like, the new clears are just so, I just know your forefathers turned in their graves every single, we'll get to it. We'll talk about the nuclears and their fragile-eyed egos and all of that stuff. And then Tokyo Toni speaks out, lying, saying that we lied on her about wanting to unalive Black China. And then we got to get into Boosie's victim, the crazy ladies, not the victim, the stalker. Boosie's stalker done spoke out. So come on in, get the likes up on the video. Shout out to everybody in the building, y'all. Like the video. Where we at on likes? How you say it? Javar Ellis. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says Grand Rising ya, and to you, Miss Voodoo. Thank you so much. And Grand Rising to you, beautiful. Shout out to everybody in the building. Are you a girl or a boy? Because it say Javar. I can't see a picture on here. But whatever you are, you're still beautiful. Happy Friday. And thank you so much for the super chat, okay? Yeah, Druski doing his big one. Druski got the people windmilling with their head down. Do you hear me? Y'all like my hair like this? Girl, I messed my hair up. And I said, you know what? Go back to old school. Just put a little mushroom on it. Yes, I did. And after I put the mushroom on it and I had did my little bangs, my little sideburns like that, I was feeling Toni tease. You know what I'm saying? 7 whole days, bald head Toni. I was back to bald head Toni. I said, oh yeah, I remember bald head Toni used to wear her hair like that. And then I got in the mirror. I would have thought about anything you wanted, but you messed it up. Ooh, you had to be tough. I just had to, channel for a minute. And after I did that, I decided to come on down. So yeah, shout out to Toni, bald head Toni. Let's get into why we're here though. I actually like it. I listen, I'm trying to get you back used to it. I'm trying to get not back used to it because I've never had my hair this short. Not in recent years. In middle school, I remember my mama cut my hair like this. It was actually cute though. In 7th grade, I remember my mama cut my hair because my hair was falling out in the middle again. That's why my hair got cut this time. Because it was falling out in the middle. It was, I guess I was stressed out, honey. But you know what? It makes sense because I've gone through a lot in 2026. So what in the world? So it would make sense that my hair would start, through stress. My hair was falling out and smack in the middle, girl. That girl said, oh no, ma'am. Let me see. I want to show y'all. Can I bring this girl up? No, I don't really care. I don't care. Not over here. I don't care. I'll talk about. I was talking about Pinky Cole, but she just give me so lame. Let's get Angie Stone daughter. I want to get her together right quick. Y'all like the video. So Angie Stone's daughter came out and responded to Claressa Shields. And it was because, according to Angie Stone's daughter, she didn't like the fact that when Claressa Shields tried to remember her mother's name, she made a mistake and called her Jill Scott. Now, let me just say this. As a huge, huge fan of Neo Soul, as somebody who was there when it was not created, well, technically, yeah, created, and who fell in love with Neo Soul, I know that there are 3, 4, 5 Black women in the Neo Soul group that we always mix up. Erykah Badu, Jill Scott. Whenever we talking about Angie Stone, and it's not because they sound alike, they look alike, or any of that. It is just because they fall into a genre. They fit into a small genre that only these ladies occupy so well. You know what I'm saying? They say Angie never liked her. Oh, okay. But that adds a little nuance to it. But anyways, I have mistaken them, and I've gone to see Jill in concert. I want to say I've seen Erykah in concert. I've never seen Angie, which I wish I had. I wish I would have. But I have seen Jill many times in concert. I love Jill. But I've seen Jill. I've seen Erykah. I've never seen Angie, but I know in regular random talking, sometimes I'll be like, girl, who that is? Angie Stone, Jill Scott. It just happens. So I think that what's going on when Claressa was talking about a song she was listening to and she made a mistake and mentioned Jill Scott instead of Angie Stone, turns out Angie Stone's daughter took hella offense to that and was very nasty and rude. Lettucey is another one too. Thank you. Lettucey is another one. Because these girls, man, they at the top of their field and it ain't no number 2s. But anyways, they say Angie punched her daughter. That's why her teeth gone. Somebody in the comments said Angie punched her daughter and knocked her teeth out. Because I was wondering when she was talking, I was like, is her teeth missing? Oh my God, I forgot Angie. That's the one Angie whooped her ass. Girl, y'all remember that? Anyways, we'll get to it. But listen, I just feel like more than one person have made the mistake of naming one of these people in place of the other. I don't think that what Claressa Shields did warranted the response that Angie Stone's daughter gave. Now, I'm going to let y'all hear what Angie's daughter said in response. Then I'm going to let you hear what Claressa said. And the reason why I'm doing it that way is so you can see, maybe because that's how I heard it. Because I'm like, dang, what did she say? Her response was just so like brash. Let's get into Angie Stone's daughter and her not appreciating Claressa Shields naming Jill Scott as her mama.
I wasn't gonna say nothing, but Claressa If you gonna like my mama music, don't ever call her Jill Scott again. I wasn't gonna say nothing, but Claressa, if you gonna like my mama music, don't ever call her Jill Scott again.
So in my mind, I'm like, well, damn. What did she say? I forgot. Add India Irie. I forgot. Add India Irie in there too. So I'm like, dang, girl, what did she say? What happened? Let's get into what Claressa said.
Female singers. I'm thinking some female singers I grew up listening to. Who was that who sang? My sunshine has come, and I'm all caught up. There's no more rain. She just passed away. That's my girl. And it's cool. I'll tell you what it is right now. Oh, Jill Scott. Female singer.
So that's what Claressa said. She was like, female singer I grew up listening to, and she started singing a song, and she was like, I think it's, and then she said Jill Scott. Now, this is just me. It sounds to me like an innocent mistake. I don't see any malice in her voice. I don't detect any negativity in her energy. I just don't see her just being mean or negative or nasty in reference to Angie Stone. So I didn't understand why this girl would be so quick to jump out the window saying, if you're going to like my mama music, don't ever use Jill Scott. Girl, first of all, because from what I'm hearing in the chat that Jill Scott and Angie Stone didn't see the eye to eye, what does that have to do with us, the fans? We don't know that. And even if we do, we not about to pick no sides because we like both of them. I just don't understand why her response was so brash. And then when I realized she ain't had no teeth, I'm like, I know she didn't just prop this camera up saying this with no teeth in the front. Then somebody dropped down in the comments and said, that's the one Angie popped upside the head. Now, if y'all don't recall, Angie had went to jail. Did she go to jail? I know the police was called because apparently Angie's daughter, if allegedly this one, was feeling herself. And Angie boxed her ass up. Yay! Angie, listen to me. I was there. They say all the people was out there. They say Angie boxed her down to the ground, had her teeth on the ground, girl. Now, if that's the case, now it makes sense. And again, that's still her mama. So I'm not taking nothing away from that. But dang, girl, like, relax. It ain't that deep. It's chill, honey. Relax. You know? But, like I say, maybe... she's still grieving, because I don't know. I just feel like you got to watch that. You really have to watch that. Because look, let me make you laugh. Not to even be funny, though, but let me make you laugh. While she online talking about don't call her mama Jill Scott, they about to take everything your mama worked for. And this is going to be a lesson to you, Black America. But let's get into this story. It says Angie Stone's children reportedly selling homes she left them, unable to afford mortgage and maintenance. Angie Stone's children are still fighting to receive her royalty payments and now have to sell her home due to overwhelming mortgage and maintenance costs. Now, first of all, let's start right here. That is done by design. I told you the way the industry works. When you get into this industry, you will not leave with these riches. If you are lucky, they'll allow you to die first. Then they'll come back and take the money later. But if you're unlucky, like a Diddy, like the rest of these other celebrities, they'll take it before you leave and let you live the rest of your days out in perishable, horrible feelings. You feel what I'm saying? So my thing is, they took Angie's, they're holding her royalties to make it so that her children can't pay for her home so that they can ultimately take the home, the royalties, and everything else. And this is a lesson to you, Black America, as far as generational wealth. You can work your fingers to the bone. If you don't submit or at least implement a system to make sure that this generational wealth is passed not only from you to the next kid, but from that kid and so on and so forth, you will be up shit's creek without a paddle. Okay, I hear so many people talking about how they want to create generational wealth, but nobody is implementing their children. Everybody working and busting their ass to create generational wealth. This is what I want to ask you. What happens if you do all of that and then you pass and then your children get it, or it's time for your children to get the generational wealth, and then everything you work for going down the drain? Okay? When you talk about building generational wealth, Black America, if you're not including your children or at least another generation under than you, then you're not building generational wealth. You just getting rich while you're here. Okay? I need y'all to understand this. Building generational wealth is not just about making money, because I've seen it many times before. People make money, have these rich ass policies, and as soon as they close their eyes, they churn, go through the money, the house gone, and everybody back broke. If you do not implement the next generation, then you are not creating generational wealth. You just getting rich. That's it. Now, if I was the daughter, instead of coming on here to say that, I would be utilizing my platform to maybe get somebody to rally around me, maybe get some pro bono work from an attorney so that we can go and fight these people to get my mother's estate back. That's what I would do. I wouldn't give a damn about a bitch mistaking my mama name. I need to go at these crackers. That's what I would be saying. But everybody's different. Everybody is different. Let this be a lesson to y'all. Y'all can holler that generational wealth all you want, and you ain't gonna leave nothing, because the enemy gonna come in and take it regardless. Okay? Now let's move on. Get the likes up, y'all. I forgot I wanted to share that with y'all. Oh no, we gonna get to Turley people. I forgot. So, did y'all see that in the new Olympics, apparently they have banned transgender people from the Olympics? Let's get into it. It says transgender women excluded from women's events in new Olympic ruling. It says the International Olympic Committee, or the IOC, has announced that starting with the 2028 Los Angeles Games, eligibility for women's events will be limited to biological females. Previously, some transgender athletes were allowed to compete if they met specific requirements set by their sports governing body. That should have been a red flag. Under the new policy, athletes must undergo a one-time genetic test to determine eligibility. The IOC says the rule is intended to ensure fairness and safety, especially in contact sports. The test will be conducted once using a saliva sample, cheek swab, and blood test. The IOC says athletes who test positive for the SRY gene, which is linked to male sex development, will be ineligible for the women's category. However, there are rare exceptions for certain medical conditions, such as complete androgyny insensitivity syndrome. What the hell? Well, athletes are not affected by testosterone in the same way. Now, what is that? It sounds like a tomboy. That's what it sounds like, a long-ass word for a tomboy. Hold on, because see, y'all got to watch these people with these words. Words are spells. What they say it is? What is complete androgen insensitivity syndrome? A genetic condition where individuals with 46 XY chromosomes, genetically male, are completely resistant to androgens, male sex hormones. As a result, they have female external sex characteristics. What? Female gender identity and lack a uterus, ovaries. What? And a fallopian tubes. Okay, they making shit up now. What? A genetic condition where individuals with 46 XY chromosomes, genetically male, are completely resistant. Yeah, I don't know. They making this stuff up, y'all. They are making this stuff up, because when they put these transhumans down, ain't gonna be nothing y'all can say. The more y'all accept these terms that they creating out of nowhere, because either you're a biological woman or a man, period. Either you're a biological female or a male. Yes, there are in-between cases, but this rare phenomenon that's rare now but won't be in the next 2 years, because they about to make this shit. That's what they doing when they create these terms. They're making, just like they make the terms, they making the people to match the terms in the lab. Girl, let's get into it. But like I said, I think I read all of that. But this is the thing. So they're now ruling out trans women in women's sports. I don't know what this CAIS athletes are. I don't know, because it says biological men. So I don't know. Either way, it's a good thing, especially for contact sports, because I'm telling you now, when I saw the boxing sport, even though they were two clear women, it was hard for me to watch. I couldn't watch it. I just could not do it. You know what I mean? So ultimately, it's good that they're taking this out of this. And also, it takes the delusion out of some of these TSs. Because y'all bitches done went straight from the TS to straight, I'm a woman and you a cis. And you bitches have lost your rabbit. So I just want to help you find it. And it seems like the government and the universe want to help you bitches find it too. Okay? So shout out to the Olympics. Shout out. I think that was a trial run anyway, if you ask me. I think that they wanted the people up there so that we can see it, to see how we'll accept it. But you see how we made a big old deal out of it? We wasn't accepting it. So now they came back and was like, oh, snap. And what in the Illuminati is going on here? Let me say this. Pay attention, Black America, to the internet. Pay attention to media, and even in real life. You're going to see a lot of people who you thought held very high positions start to do really stupid things. They're going to do things that's going to make you think, oh crap, what is going on? Why is this big, huge celebrity squaddling on the ground? And I'm just giving you an example. You're going to start to see that heavy. All of the people you put all the way up here, they're about to get brought all the way down to nothing so that you can see who and what they are. This is a part of the rituals that these people are dealing and doing so that they won't allegedly or according to them get swallowed up in all of this. Please be mindful that the truth is going to come out in a lot of this. The truth is going to come out in this. When you see these humiliation rituals, like we going to get on Cenat, when you see all of these celebrities all of a sudden popping out the woodworks, it's kind of like reminding me of that movie, what's the name of that movie that Michelle and Barack Obama did on Netflix? Remember when they were, before the end of the world came, how all those deer came up to the house and the people was just like, what the hell is going on? And we not realizing that it was basically nature trying to say, hey, bro, it's some weird shit about the pop. Okay, that's the same thing you're going to see, but in the reverse kind of way with these celebrities. These celebrities are about to come out and you're going to be looking like the people were in the movie, like, oh, crap, leave the world behind. Thank you. That's the name of the movie. We're going to be looking at these celebrities like the deer in that movie. We're going to be like, what the hell is going on? Please be mindful. This is a part of the ritual. I keep telling y'all, we are living in revelations. Welcome to the party. You're late. We are living in revelations. We are here. When your grandma and them used to say, oh, it's the end of the days. It's the end of the world. It's the end of the days. We're here. We already here. Okay, so you're going to see some weird stuff. You're going to see some stuff in the sky you ain't never seen. You're going to see stuff you might think is aliens. It might be. You're going to see transhumans. You're going to see all kinds of stuff. It's not fake. It's not a conspiracy. It's real. We are living in revelations. Okay, so please be mindful of that. Now, when I saw Jay-Z, one of the top tippity tops, coming out doing all of this, we already saw him in the doggone interview. Now we see this. I'm like, somebody stop, drop down. Like, what is happening? I don't even know what this is about. All I know is Miss Tina shared this post. It says Jay-Z flaunts Kuiba, whatever, for GQ, and the African diaspora is proud. So we just I saw Shamari and that boy from Belle Biv DeVoe, her husband. Her and DeVoe was out there in Africa, shucking and jiving in their garb. I've been seeing a lot of celebrities. Africa is popping up out of nowhere. And all of these puppets that y'all call gods or celebrities that y'all look up to are now being told what to do. So it seems to me, just like all the rest of these celebrities running down to Africa, they even got Hove out here doing this shit. Now think back. When have you ever known Hov to be frolicking in the sand with the rest of the normal folks? And when I say the normal folks, I mean amongst his peers in the celebrities. So here come I'm not Diddy, he gone. Here come Jay, not Puff, Jigga. And now all of a sudden, he's this big mask and this big mascot for Africa. Let's get into it. And that Mama Tina, I've been telling y'all about these people, man. I've been telling y'all. Let's get into Jay-Z and his ritual.
Let's talk about this African mask Jay-Z's holding on the cover of GQ magazine. First of all, shout out to Jay-Z, Rashid Johnson. But this is not some random mask. This is an authentic Kifwebe mask from the Sonye people of Congo, where I'm from. When it's a female version, we call it Bakashi. So you would call this a Kifwebe Bakashi. This mask is used as a symbol of authority and spiritual control. By holding the mask like this, Jay-Z is telling you he stands behind a woman as a cultural authority, and she is someone who commands respect and spiritual power.
What?
Okay? And yeah, you see that fabric behind him? That's a Kuba cloth, also from Congo. Jay is really bigging up Congo on this one. Appreciate the love, man, big bro.
Did this nigga just watch this Illuminati ritual with us, or did he watch something else? Did this tether just watch this Illuminati ritual with us, or did he watch something else? Are you insane? First of all, I don't trust no African coming over here with nothing, talking about nothing that's ancient from over there. Because all the ancient shit, the Africans ain't over here really with us, telling us about it. So I don't trust the tether. Let's start there first. Secondly, this whole Illuminati symbolism, one-eyed shit with Jay behind the mask, and you talking about it symbolizes womanhood and all, bull crap. This is a commercial because if you guys have been paying attention, it's been Africa this, Africa that. Africa this, Africa that. Africa has been trying to Africanize Black America like crazy, and especially it's kind of kicked into very high gear here recently. What Jay-Z is doing is what he's told. Somebody with a lot of money or something, because it ain't just humans, something that's in charge of Jay-Z must have tapped his ass on his shoulder and said, go out there and endorse these Africans because we trying to Africanize these people. Don't fall for this. Don't fall for none of your favorite celebrities going over there playing that Africa shit. Don't fall for it. They going down with them people. Do not fall for it. I don't care who you like. Liking on these celebrities going to get a lot of y'all in trouble. Liking on these celebrities going to get a lot of people in trouble. I don't give a damn who you like. Riding behind these celebrities going to get y'all caught up. The universe is repairing itself. Do not get in the way when it does. Okay? Now, I want to move on. Let's get into a little bit of the show. It's getting, man, I got up when I grounded today, man, let's be honest. When I grounded today, no shade. I looked up at the sky, was sun gazing a little bit this morning. And when I looked up at the sky, I just was like, I feel a shift. Like I physically feel it. Like, yeah, I feel it internally, but I feel a physical shift that's happening with the earth, with people. I just feel it. It's almost like I could touch it. You know what I'm saying? And I looked up at God and I said, I thank God I'm on the right side. I just thank God I'm on the right side of this thing because it's the stuff that I'm seeing in this world, ridiculous. I want to let's get into Trump with the airport hoax. So y'all know the airport has been going crazy. If you've been trying to travel, you can't travel because they say you got to be at the airport 3 hours or 3 days, before your flight in order for you to make it past TSA. Now, the government wants us to believe that this is solely because of TSA workers not getting paid. I told you, Black America, do not fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Are the TSA workers getting paid? No, that is the truth. They do have a pay issue, but that is not solely why the lines have been backed out of the doggone airport. I told you guys on many, many occasions that the same way they create traffic at 5 o'clock on the highway is the same thing. They created traffic at the airport. It's the same way to energy harvest. I also told you that the airport is the portal. I told you that these things, these beings, they can only survive off of your melanin and your energy. This is why I also say protect your melanin and protect your energy and guard your melanin, because these are the two things that this enemy and that this being, this entity is surviving off of. The reason why they've been able to survive so long is because you don't know it. So please understand that. So they're putting these airport hoax up all over America because they want you all discombobulated. Let me say this too, Black America, and this is specific to you. There's a reason why them crackers feel some type of way about all of their shit going to hell and you just over here chilling. For the ones of them who understand what's going on, they'll probably try to befriend you just off the strength of, holy crap, these are the chosen people, and I don't want to be on the bad side of history. Or at least I don't want one of these people to wake up and pop me upside the head. Because that's literally how this thing is about to go. I need y'all to understand what's happening, okay? But the ones who don't know, the ones who are ignorant, the ones who are just here, the NPCs, they are starting to understand what's going on. Even without truly understanding, they understand that there's a huge shift and it's not in their favor. It's in your favor, Black America. I don't give a damn what they say. It's in your favor. So what you're going to see now also in the near future is a lot of stuff aimed at Black America. And it's almost like as if me and you get into an argument and then you go off and live happily ever after and I'm bitter. No, I want you to be mad with me. So I'm going to do whatever I can to tear your life down. That's exactly what's going on here, okay? So please be mindful. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of traps, a lot of energy traps. That's what we're going to call them. Let's call them energy traps. You're going to see a lot of energy traps coming up on the internet, all in the media, even in your real life. It is for a reason. This is spiritual warfare, okay? Spiritual warfare means you can't see it. And some of y'all, it ain't meant for you to see. But for those who can see and those who can hear, they understand exactly what I'm saying. So please guard your melanin, protect your energy. Do not fall into the energy traps because they're going to pop up all over. Chew gum and walk at the same time, okay? Let's get into this. So Donald Trump, after all of this time of these people being stuck down at the airport, now it says he signs an order, or he's supposed to sign an order, instructing DHS to immediately pay TSA agents in bid to keep airports open and reduce long lines amid partial government shutdown, okay? Let's get into it. Y'all get the likes up on the video. It says President Donald Trump has declared a national emergency at airports and plans to sign an executive order instructing the Department of Homeland Security to immediately pay TSA agents in order to keep airports open and reduce long lines. It also says President Trump announcement arrives amid a 41-day partial government shutdown affecting funding for DHS, which also disrupted the TSA, causing long delays at airport nationwide due to lack of staff. The disruption at airports also caused President Trump to send ICE, immigration, and customs enforcement agents to TSA, or at least to assist TSA agents in cutting down long lines and delays. They were ordered to only help TSA with travelers and not to carry out Trump's other ongoing agenda with immigration crackdowns. Trump also warned he would send National Guard troops out to help. It says on Thursday, March 26th, Trump took to troops' social media to address the nationwide airport disruptions while slamming the radical left Democrats and minority Senate leader Chuck Schumer. Trump in part wrote, "I am going to sign an order instructing the Secretary of Homeland Security, Mark Wayne Mullen, to immediately pay our TSA agents in order to address this emergency shutdown or situation and to quickly stop the Democrat chaos at the airport. It is not an easy thing to do, but I'm willing to do it. I want to thank our hardworking TSA agents and ICE for the incredible help they have given us at the airports. I will not allow the radical left Democrats to hold our country hostage any longer." That's that political bull crap. Now let's get into a little bit of the video, y'all. So they say they're supposed to send relief because they say Trump gonna sign the order to pay them people. But I'm telling you, that's not why the traffic was there. Let's get into it.
News. President Donald Trump says he will sign an emergency order to pay TSA agents immediately as Congress continues to struggle to reach a deal to reopen the Department of Homeland Security.
The president made the announcement in a social media post just a short while ago, saying he wanted to move quickly to, quote, stop the chaos at the airports. There have been hours-long security lines at airports all over the country.
Breaking news. President Donald Trump says he will sign.
All right, and that's Trump and what he had to say. I'm not going through
Nearly 500.
I'm not going through all of that. Y'all seen what the airports were like. So I'm just telling you guys, be mindful of this. When y'all are traveling, like I said, if you have to travel in the midst of all of this chaos, that's cool. But you got to know, do not fall into the energy trap of getting yourself hung up, because this government is playing a very nasty game. Very, very nasty on both sides, not just on the left, on both sides. Everybody's trying to figure out how to either tether on to Black America, steal from Black America, or harvest our energy, and or, I'm saying or, but do that as well. Harvest our energy for things. We cannot do that, okay? We cannot continue, to allow that to happen. And speaking of energy harvesting, look at Turley people. Now, everybody and their mama want to rush down the TSA to pay the TSA workers. Turlet, how about you pay them people working down at the doggone plantation you bought? Because I heard they down there making $3 an hour. Allegedly. You want to pay the wrong workers. They say if you ain't Cicely Tyson around there, you around there making $5.15 an hour down at the plantation, at the Perry plantation. What the hell going on? How you figure you won't come and help the TSA workers? Help them people on your plantation. Turlet. He always got something. Ain't nobody asked him for nothing. All of them poor niggas in Atlanta, he could be offering his services to, but all of a sudden he want to go down to the TSA. It's a clout chase. It's a clout chase. That's exactly what it is. He's clout chasing. He sees a need in America and he wants to come out like the big knight in shining armor. He want to play Batman and come save the city. He want to come save Gotham City. Go lay down, Turlet Batman. Ain't nobody asked you to help with a goddamn thing. Go feed some of the homeless people down there by Magic City if you want to help, nigga. Every time Turley pop up, it just grinds my gears. Because I just be saying, Turley, what the hell do you want? Now let's get into Turley. So they say, well, damn, Tyler Perry reportedly pulled up to Atlanta Hartfield Airport with a substantial amount of money for TSA agents, but was unable to hand it out due to gift guidelines. Now think about that, y'all. Tyler Perry is a billionaire. If Turlet wanted to donate to them people, he know good and well you can't pull up with no suitcase and no cash. He lucky a nigga ain't pop him upside the head and take the suitcase and the car and leave his big ass out there. You feel me? Because that's what somebody should have did. You want to pull up to the damn airport talking about you want to pay niggas salary. I wish some niggas out there selling water with nothing to lose would have put... I wish two, three of them children out there with nothing to lose would have seen your big ass riding up to the airport and followed you up there, bitch. Yes, I do. Because you just want to be seen. That's all. Turlet just want to be seen. He want to look like Batman from Gotham City. And I'm tired. I'm not going to let you do it, Turlet. I'm not going to let you do it. Leave them damn people alone. They don't want your goddamn money. Go pay the people on the Perry plantation. Until you pay the people on the Perry plantation, we don't need you to get out and hop out and offer nothing to nobody, nigga. Weird ass nigga. Get him off of here. Talking about, oh, let me go help. That red flag. Why would he think about that, y'all? He wanted to go viral. He wanted to go viral. And because the video probably didn't go viral, he went paid the neighborhood talk to write a story. If it even happened. I'm with somebody in the chat said probably was false. Right, Granny? If it even happened. That nigga probably wrote it in. Knowing Turlet. That bitch probably got... That bitch probably wrote it down in the script and said, fuck it, I ain't got to act it out. I'm going to just say it happened. For real, I ain't playing, man. Watch out. That bitch probably wrote it. And look, when the new season for whatever show he got come out, and a billionaire hop out in that bitch trying to pay the TSA workers, don't come on here and say, boo, you wasn't lying. I know what I'm looking at. This nigga already write his fantasies on his shows. That's why y'all watching all them boys beat each other booties up. Every show that nigga get. Boys getting their booty beat up. I'm tired of it. I don't even watch it, and I'm tired of it. Y'all got to stop. Get him off of here. Get Turlet off of here, girl. I'm telling you, he already putting that witchcraft right in y'all brain through them TV shows. Keep watching that regular ass shit, though. Keep watching. He putting all of that witchcraft through y'all brain in them TV shows. Speaking of witchcraft, Tokyo Toni done lost her mind. Now let's get on her right quick. Tokyo Toni has came on the internet to tell us that she's gonna Marvin Gaye, aka kill her own child. We didn't make this up. No, we didn't. But according to Tokyo Toni, maybe she woke up the next day and came to her senses after she went viral and see that the world hates her. And then Tokyo Toni went sat down in a lawyer's office to tell the lawyer that we all lying and she want to sue us because she never said she would kill her own child. Let me just say this because I'm going to play the receipts. One of the bloggers she said she wanted to sue is Twine. That's this person, Twine the Dime, because he posts a lot of her content, especially with her talking about Black China. I told y'all about this level of narcissism on a mother. I told you this level of narcissism on a mother typically goes under wraps because they're very, very good at making sure certain people see them in a good light. Okay. Now remember, Tokyo Toni has done a lot of things online. She's gone out and she's fed the homeless. Even though she cussed them out, she's gone out and fed the homeless. She seemed like she's helped other girls. And what Tokyo Toni as a narcissist mother would like for you to do is only think about that and forget all of the horrible, heinous, nasty, vile, disgusting things that she do. Because at this level of narcissism on a mother, they believe that the things that they do good is going to always outweigh the bad. So the fact that the internet didn't take that into consideration over her wanting to have her own daughter killed, kill her own daughter, Tokyo Toni realized, oh snap, I'm on the wrong side of this. So she came to, I don't know, but she came to and randomly was like, oh, I don't know what these people were talking about. I never said I would kill my daughter. As a matter of fact, my daughter was on my live. I was talking about, oh, I'm going to do Marvin Gaye like the song. You going to hell, bitch. I'm telling you now. If hell was a place hole, you going to be there first. I just want to let you know you might be the doorman down there, bitch. But let's get into Tokyo Toni. Before we get into her explaining to the... Matter of fact, yeah. Let's play her explaining to her attorney that everybody's lying on her. Then we're going to play the receipts. Toni is crazy.
I'm online. Okay. And on my page, I have like moderators and people to come in, my people that I am doing the docu with. Right. So I'm like reenacting like what I said means to my daughter. And I'm actually showing, because I know bloggers are watching, but don't mean you have to lie. So I'm showing how I was like, you fucking bitch. How did you lie on me like this? Who are you to do this? Blah, 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 blah. So the things that I was saying, because she had came on my podcast and did a dance to Shaka Khan or something, right? I said, well, okay. Well, I could do Marvin Gaye. And I started doing like, so I said, I'm a killer off the I'm a killer. I'm a Marvin Gayer. Uh-huh. They talking about, I'm a killer. Exactly. Who the fuck says that?
About your daughter?
Exactly. And we're not even beef. Even though I'm talking to her, it's no confrontation. There's nothing online saying that we did anything, no beef. Right. And this is consistent. I'm online.
Let's get into what Tokyo Toni said.
I'm so fucking mad. If she walked in that door, I would Marvin Gaye that bitch. I would Marvin Gaye her and deal with whatever I got to do. That's how I hate her ass. I will Marvin Gaye this bitch. And watch her bleed the fuck out. And then call 911. Come pick this devil the fuck up off my floor. I'm a Marvin Gaye that bitch.
Caller, you're on the line.
Groupie ass, nothing ass minded.
Hi, China.
My mom calls me Reds. So what that point did you get a nickname if I'm never around?
Good, I heard you like
Hater!
about to turn up.
I hate that name!
We just.
I fucking hate her!
I forgot to say. Listen, we heard that you have a new line out.
Record that! Send it to her! I hate you, bitch. I hope God take your ass out of here, you fucking demonic ass, disrespectful, lying ass bitch on your motherfucking parents.
Yeah, people always.
Bitch!
Caller, you're on the line.
Because of these lies they continue to tell on me constantly for years, repetitively. Stormy, Monroe, and Tom Edwards, and Armand Wiggins. I'm getting them first.
Oi, matey, is that a new phone?
Right
Hey, Captain, that's my new Samsung Galaxy.
Oh, Storm, Armand, and Antoine the Don. She said she on y'all ass.
CS25 FE.
Because of these lies they continue to.
Hold on, y'all.
I'm online.
Okay.
And
Y'all bloggers really need to stop. I have Curtains Closed podcast. That's what I was showing you. That we're doing today. I'm trying to figure this out because she was on it. Dancing to Shaka Khan. Last night we played Shaka Khan. And I said, I'm going to play Marvin Gaye. I'm going to Marvin Gaye her ass. So make me understand what the fuck you talking about. When I show you this, when I'm done with this docu, I'm going to sue every last one of you motherfuckers. Y'all bloggers really need to stop.
You know what's so scary about this? Because regardless of us just josing online, if you heard the vigor, is that even the word I want to use? If you heard the demon in her voice when she was saying, I hate that bitch. This the same lady who can go from that to, oh no, we was just, that's psychopath serial killer shit. I need you to, I need y'all to really understand what I'm saying to you. This is the exact same behavior that a serial killer exhibits. To go from one extreme to the next in that short period of time tells you that both of those energies lie in her. She's both. She's not one more than the other. She's both. She's just as good as evil as she is. Just as evil as she is, she's as good. Just as good as she is, she's evil. I probably lean to more toward the evil. But this is the typical narcissist mother. At this level, these mothers would kill you. And it's starting to make me think that this is why, which I probably already figured, this is why Marvin Gaye killed his dad, his son, for jealousy. Jealousy is the most dangerous emotion a person can go through. That people will kill for behind that emotion. And smile afterwards because of that very it's more dangerous than fear. To me, it's more dangerous than anger. Jealousy is the most dangerous you can have because you're not rational. You're not yourself. It's almost like being drunk. You're not even in control of your thoughts, your behaviors, nothing. That bitch would never come back around me. I don't give a damn what she is to me. Tokyo Toni would never see me again a day in her motherfucking life. Do you hear me? She would never see me again a day in her life. She would never even be able to touch, speak, or whistle to my children. Because whether y'all want to believe it or not, Tokyo Toni probably would kill her daughter. Yes, I believe it. I'm not going to take her words and say, oh, she didn't mean it. I'm going to go with the move. She meant it. I told y'all the truth comes out between Mad Day and the joke. If nothing don't sound like Mad Day, if this don't sound like Mad Day, I don't know what is.
I'm so
Caller, you're on the line.
groupie ass, nothing ass line.
Hi, Black China.
My mom calls me Reds. So what that point did you get a nickname if I'm never around?
Good, I heard you like
Hater!
about to turn up.
I hate that name! I fucking hate her!
I forget to say. Listen, we heard that you have a new line out.
Record that! Send it to her! I hate you, bitch. I hope God take your ass out of here, you fucking demonic ass, disrespectful, lying ass bitch on your motherfucking parents.
Yeah, people always
bitch.
Call it, you're on the line.
And you know what's crazy about this generation of parents? They don't be mad about what they did. They be mad about the fact that you told somebody what they did. That's how fucked up them people is. Not everybody in that generation. I'm talking about the people like Tokyo. That's how fucked up they is. They not mad at what they did. Tokyo more mad that China told people what she did. You can't make it up. Even Glorilla Mama. Even when Glorilla was out here saying the truth about what they meant, same shit. Same stuff. They won't even address what they did. They just mad because how dare you come out here and say it. The truth comes out in 2 times. Mad Day and the joke. Mad Day, China said she wanted to kill her daughter. She said she hoped God take her. She said she wanted to watch her bleed. That is exactly the truth about the way she feels about her daughter. And I believe that Black China needs what do you call it? A protection order. Yeah, bitch, give me 50 feet. And if you go at 49 or 51, bitch, you're going to jail. Yay. Because just because you my mama don't mean nothing to me. You want me dead, bitch, you got to go. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And don't get and I'm not saying that China called her mama a bitch, but if she did, she'd be well within her rights. Her mama literally wants her dead. Until you've been told something like that by the woman who birthed you, you don't understand what that feels like. Because I know what it feels like. Again, until the person who brought you in the world can say horrible, heinous things to you like that, you have no idea. So, like I said, Tokyo Toni, you're the evil bitch that you lying about and trying to sue the people behind. Girl, you are what you say you are. You are what we think you are. You're worse than who we think you are. And bitch, you need to be committed. You need to be committed. Yes, ma'am. You need to be committed. Straight jacket, ho. Straight jacket. And you lucky China don't have a horrible heart because she should have called the police and had your ass arrested for a terroristic threat. That's what she should have did. What she should have did was call 911. Found whatever sheriff, white boy sheriff, wherever you reside, ho, and filed charges for you online doing terroristic threats against my life and my well-being. But see, then the black people would have came back and said, oh, but you wrong. That's still your mama. Y'all foolish. You foolish. Let's move on. Get the likes up on the video. Speaking of, we got to get into Boosie's alleged accuser. Y'all like the video. Yeah, I hope China talk to a lawyer too, because this is not good. And listen, Tokyo Toni, the type of dirty bitch that'll find somebody to do something to her. She ain't gonna do it herself. But Tokyo Toni, the type of bitch that'll find somebody to do something to her child because she don't have the balls to do it herself. You feel what I'm saying? And be acting all crazy like, oh my God, I can't believe this. Yeah, bitch, I bet you can't. I bet you can't. What I said I was about to go do? Boosie victim. That's why I was about to go get Boosie victim. So Boosie's victim spoke out, y'all. Not victim, stalker. So y'all remember the first lady that Boosie came out and said was stalking him? He said he found her. He said she was crazy and that she was basically, she had made the Instagram page with all of them together. So just to give y'all a backstory for those who don't know. So Boosie has been having a bad week. We just found out yesterday that he's being sued for wrongful death because apparently somebody that was at his video shoot prior to him making it there was killed. So the family of that victim is suing Boosie for wrongful death. Prior to that, a young lady came out and said that when she was 5 years old, Boosie dated her mama and Boosie allegedly raped her and all kinds of stuff, okay? So, but prior to that, a lady also came out and swore to God that Boosie was her husband, and she called CPS, having CPS come to Boosie's house. So now this is the first lady who came out and said something about Boosie, and Boosie calls her a stalker. So we're just going to go with that. Okay. So Boosie calls her a stalker. And she has finally spoken out. Now there are rumors going around that Boosie is making this stuff up, and Boosie is just trying to have all this stuff go out in the algorithm to remain relevant. And I could almost buy that, but I doubt that he will put child rape charges on himself to get in the algorithm. But then again, we are in desperate times, and desperate times call for desperate measures. So let's get into Boosie's stalker. She said she had something to say. She heard what Boosie said, and she said what she not gonna do is let Boosie play with her. Let's get into the lady. It says, woman alleges she was married to Boosie, speaks out following rapper harassment, stalking, and child protective service claims. Let's get into it.
I always kept it 100% with Boosie. And yes, he knows me. You know, he knows that. But he's probably not going to mention that. I always kept it 100% with Boosie. Why would I call CPS? Because at first I didn't know what was CPS. And somebody had explained it to me, it's just like ACS or BCW. But why would I call CPS on him? And I always thought he was a good father to his children, even though they have their ups and downs, him and his children. I always kept it 100. Since he was in that Baton Rouge mansion, I always kept it 100% with Boosie. And yes, he knows me. You know, he knows that. But he's probably not going to mention that. Why would I call CPS? He accused me of wanting to kill a baby. No, that's not me at all. And I think he said harassment. I've been getting harassed too by Ray J. Nelson and her best friends and her friends on my TikTok as well. And I had to block them. They're all over my social media, her and her friends, especially her. Like I said, she knew about me and Boosie. We was together, yes, together and married. But like I said,
she sound like she from the heavy boot place. She sound like she from New York. How she get in touch with Boosie? Now I know he be up there doing promo at the Breakfast Club, but this lady sound like she by the heavy boot people.
I'm gonna get my receipts, but I'm not gonna say no more. He accused every guy I got with.
Oh yeah, she definitely from up there. Cause y'all don't pronounce y'all THs. Y'all use an F in place. She's with. Yeah, she from up there. Oh yeah, she from up there by the green lady with the thing in her hand. She not from down here. How did this lady? What's going on?
Always do me wrong for no reason. Then put me out blast like I'm crazy. I'm a stalker. That's one thing I'm not. A stalker. Okay? Because, yeah, me and him had ups and downs, arguments, and apps. We was in together, private apps. He always blocked me. When he don't get his way, he always blocked me. But then always came back to me on TikTok Messenger. Okay? Always. So who's stalking who then? You know?
Post the receipts, ma'am.
Who's stalking who?
Not her either.
Every guy I got with.
Ma'am, if that lady posts some receipts.
Man, Rajel just went under her old lies and found out this girl been making threats to kill Rajea and the baby.
Oh, wow.
Man, Rajea is pissed. She been making threats to kill Rajea and Seven. I can't make this shit up.
What if Boosie did mess with that lady?
She crazy. I found out already. Tied it to her cash app in her face. You're done. You're done. And she's a Boosie stalker. I'm all over her page. She's a Boosie stalker. This what people do. You crazy bitch.
It's the crazy bitch at the end. You're crazy bitch. You're done. You're done. I found her. She a Boosie stalker. You're done. You're done. You're done. You're crazy bitch. This nigga Boosie funny without trying, bro. Bruh, wait, watch out. Hold on. The lady said what she said. According to the lady said that they're together. And I'm not gonna lie. I'll give her 10%, I believe. I believe 10% of what she's saying. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't. Something is telling me that's not possible, but something's telling me you never know. You feel what I'm saying? Something is telling me, girl, just tread light on saying either way, because you don't know. So I don't know. All I know is Boosie has had the worst week of his life. Like I said, he got this lady on his ass. He got the lady who said she was RAPE when she was 5. And then what's the last lady? The people want to sue him. Them people coming after you, Boosie, bro. Tread light if I was you. Let's move on. I don't know who y'all believe. I don't know if y'all believe the lady or not, but baby, that lady, I ain't gonna lie. The way that lady look, somebody said in one of the lyrics, he said, I did pull up with a fiddler or something like that. Maybe that's the lady. I don't know. I just know in 2026, you just never know. You will never know. Now let's move on. Did y'all see Cenat? Hold on. Wait, really quickly. Look at Barty. Culture, Creation, and Couture was out at the concert. You know she been out there putting her churn on blast. So Culture, Creation, and Couture was at the concert while Cardi was on stage. Cardi gonna make them churn Afro-Latinas if it's the last thing she do. Do they even speak English to them damn churn? For real, I ain't even being funny. Do they speak any English to the damn churn? Every Christmas is of damn what do you call it? Feliz Navidad. Churn don't know what black people look like. She gonna turn them little motherfuckers into Amara La Negras if it's the last thing she do. Listen to me and listen. Them churn probably ain't gonna know a lick of English. Buku nigga babies. What? No English. Girl, anyways, shout out to Culture, Creation, and Couture. Collections must have stayed home because he got a different daddy. I don't know. Don't get me the line. All I'm saying is she's putting her children on display. Rituals. Don't forget it. Let's get into this. Cenat. Did y'all see the new tattoo Cenat got? So Cenat has this line called Vivette. Is that the name of it? He has this line called Vivette. And on said line, he stopped doing all of his streaming to focus solely on Vivette. It's his clothing line that he says that he wants to create. Now, mind you, right before he got this clothing line, my boy Cenat had got like hundreds of millions of dollars through the streaming thing. And then all of a sudden, it was just this big old pivot. It was just like, you know what? I got the money. I don't want to stream no more. So I'm just like, well, I mean, it's cool because I'm pretty sure nobody wants to stream the rest of their life away. Makes sense. But then I was thinking, So then what you gonna do? So then he said he wanted to do a clothing line called Vivette. And this is the clothing line. Let me get it up here so y'all can see it. I don't even know if this is real. Is this real? I don't know if this is the real clothing line, but I know that is definitely the symbol. And again, I don't know if this picture is real, but there's a real clothing line. Let me see if I can get a better picture. It's gotta be real. No, because this look like, I don't think this real, y'all. I think this might be real. Yeah. This sounds like it's real. So here's Vivette. Here's the clothing line. Very African, metrosexual. No shade. You know what it reminds me of? Them Africans that be on vacation with the tight jeans and the flip-flops and the t-shirts. You know what I'm talking about. They don't drive the taxi. They got a couple of dollars. Them. You know, y'all know exactly the Africans I'm talking about. They always on vacation somewhere with a camera. He looked like one of them. That's what the clothes look like it's targeting. It looked like it's targeting the tether, a tether target. So the tether target audience, or the target audience for him, is the tether. It ain't for no niggas, because niggas ain't about to wear none of this shit, okay? Yeah, he is a Haitian. He's not a Negro. He is a Haitian, so maybe that comes into play. I don't know, but I know this line ain't for no niggas. Niggas it's not about to walk around here looking like that. They just not. You feel what I'm saying? It's bad enough some of them got the purse phenom, but either way, you know, most black people ain't about to wear this stuff. But he has a line. He cut his dreads off. Is that black fingernail polish? Oh my God. All these kids turn into punks on this internet. But look at the line, y'all. Y'all see it? At any rate, that's the line. Well, recently, like I said, he has this line called Vivette. He stopped all of his streaming to focus solely on Vivette. And people were thinking that he was crazy, so much so he had to come out and basically be like, look, this one said he got over 500 million in the bank. What? Hold on.
So crazy to where people can't understand what is going on in your head. I don't care what anybody thinks. Listen to me. I'm so obsessed with what I'm doing right now. I'm so obsessed with the clothes and the practicing and the time and the commitment of putting energy and real delusional, be delusional.
So this is him introducing the line to the people. Like, bro, you got to be delusional for the line. Cool. Like I said, I know that the streaming world, first of all, I knew that Cenat streaming podcast was a portal. I knew that to go there, a lot of rituals happen. I didn't watch the streams, but I did watch the clips that would go all over social media. The things that they would do with the animals, with the little people, with the trans people, all of that stuff, even with the robots. A lot of the things, Cenat's platform was used to carry out a lot of rituals. Not only on the people that were on stream, but mostly on the public, the people who were watching it. So once it seems like the powers that be got tired of that, or was ready for him to move to the next level, it is my belief, because I don't know this to be a fact. This is my conspiracy theory. My conspiracy theory is now they pull him out of streaming, let the little young whippersnappers deal with that, the DDGs and all of that. Now we need to bring you up to fashion, because remember, we're in a great reset. We're literally in a great reset. And a lot of things that once was are no more. And what the enemy is trying to do is set its pieces in place, like chess. A lot of people talk about chess, not checkers, and do not truly understand the concept of chess. Damn near don't understand checkers. Let's be honest. But if you understand this enemy, what he's doing is putting his pieces in place. He is setting up his pieces where he wants them. So he got Kai over here doing fashion, right? And I'm saying he as if it's a person, but these are entities we're talking about. So we got Kai over here in the fashion. They're going to set people up over here in sports. They're going to set people up over here because every yin has to have a yang. So that means the good that's going to rise, the cream that's going to rise to the top of the crop, the enemy is setting up the opposite, if it makes sense. And I'm not calling them evil. I'm just telling you what it is. So I believe that my conspiracy theory is, they plucked him out of streaming to put him into fashion because they have bigger fish for him to fry. Now, according to Kai, who has $500 million in the bank, he's going to say, oh, it's just all organic. It's just all natural. I know for a fact it's not organic and natural because I watched on many occasions the rituals that took place on that stream in front of the world. None of this is organic. None of this is natural. This is all controlled psyop BS. Remember, the enemy creates its leaders. It creates its celebrities and give them to you as your God. So he is a God amongst a bunch of children, and they're taking him out of streaming and they're going to put him somewhere else so that all those children and their energy can go where they want him next. Okay. Which is the doggone fashion. Now, I was already assuming, like I said, my conspiracy theory was something crazy going on. And then this fool posted this.
Let it sink in.
Let me tell y'all something. You not about to tell me that he loves this brand so much so that he decided, you know what? I'm going to get this brand name tattooed across my forehead. You are foolish. It's kind of like when Sukiyana got that panther tattooed on her face, and y'all thought she really sat down and said, I want to tear my beautiful face up and put this tattoo here. What you are witnessing is the industry having him here carry out humiliation rituals, okay? And a lot of that comes with the money that you get. You want fame, you want fortune, you want status, you're going to pay for it. You're going to pay for it. You're not going to walk away unscathed. If we give you this, you're going to give us that. So it seems to me like Kai Cenat, this is my conspiracy theory. It seems to me like Kai Cenat is carrying out this humiliation ritual because he is now a slave. He went from a slave to streaming. Now he's a slave to Vivette, a slave to the industry. Okay. Marked, branded, like they used to teach us in Roots. Most people of sane mind and sound mind and body are not going to tattoo their face. As a matter of fact, the people amongst us who do end up tattooing their face are typically in the most horrible conditions, like prison, where they can't think rationally. Typically. So when you see rich people, famous people, people with all of this clout and attention go and get face tattoos, you gotta know this is not their own doing. This is not them waking up on Monday saying, you know what? I think today I'm gonna go get Vivette tattoo right here. Even Amber Rose with her tattoo. These are all humiliation rituals that if these people want to remain famous, remain celebrity status and all of this stuff, this is what you will do. And yes, some of those rituals even involve their children. This is why you got Cardi parading her children up and down the goddamn runway every other show. I'm saying all that to say this. I told y'all the world is shifting, okay? This little boy this is not him randomly doing some shit. He is controlled, compromised even. Okay? So I need y'all to understand. He done got rid of the dreads. Now he over here with a big ass sign across his forehead. Just like Blueface, this is not normal and this is not random. And he got a whole generation that's going to roll behind him because they rock with him from that streamer shit. If that's even really him. But that's a whole nother story. That's going too far deep into the conspiracy theory. Then y'all be on here saying, okay, boo, you go as far. Then I'll be like, all right, girl, all right, let me chill. You know what I'm saying? Moving forward, Druski. We got to get on Druski. So y'all like the video. Shout out to everybody in the building. I hope y'all are doing well. Let me check on y'all. Let me do a couple of super chats. Let me check on y'all. All right now, how y'all doing? How y'all mama and them doing? Everybody all right? All right, go ahead on now. Let me see. Simply Monique, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, did y'all hear if that the draft comes back that women up to 42 will be eligible? I really blame the feminists. Yeah, we talked about that yesterday. It's everybody up to 42. Y'all hoes better go get pregnant. Thank God I just turned 43. Y'all hoes better start getting pregnant. Thank you, Simply Monique. What you cooking? Thank you so much for the super chat. Says happy Friday, Boo. Thank you, Boo. Happy Friday to you too. Sorry. The popular loner since 92. Thank you for the super chat. I like that name. Says Druski said he could roast the Clears because his grandfather is in fact clear. We gonna get into it. That's what we about to go to because that shocked me, but then it didn't shock me. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I tell y'all we can identify these people. We gonna get into it. What you cooking? Thank you for the super chat. Says Vu, did you see the verses? Tyrese, I don't know. I did not see it, but I did see clips that Tyrese left the verses. I did not see it. Verses is lame, but I will probably go on TikTok and see if I can catch some of the clips. They say Tyrese lost, huh? Tyrese thought he can get his velvet teddy bear up there hollering, sweet lady. Nigga, you think you on the back of the bus? Do you think this a Coke commercial, nigga? You got to do more than put on an ascot and a tuxedo, nigga. This is verses. What the hell? Listen, this is a genuine question. What the hell did Tyrese think this was? What he thought this was? He thought they was just at the cigar bar chilling? What he thought this was, nigga? You got to come out here and do some work, but not Tyrese. Oh, no, not Tyrese. Tyrese thought he could put him a little ascot on, put him a little smoker's coat. You feel me? Put him a little smoker's coat and come on out. And I'm going to tell you now, I didn't watch the verses, but they say Tank whooped his ass. And I ain't going to lie, if he did, shout out the Tank. I can pretty be positive. I'm almost sure my boy Tyrese, when he left the building, he really wanted to say congratulations to my boy Tank. I'm pretty sure it went like this.
Congratulations! Oh my God.
Yeah, they said Tyrese got his ass whooped. Yeah, they said he went around that corner and got his ass whooped. I ain't watched the fight. I'm going to have to go back and go check on it. No, Ty, unfortunately, he one of us. He ain't no tether. He a Negro. Tyrese is a nigga. Sometimes, unfortunately, but he one of us. He ain't no tether. That's a nigga. I'm telling you, certain things you could just tell. You know, Cry is definitely a nigga. A weird one, but yet and still a nigga. Okay. It's an essence on this. It is. It's the essence. It's the essence. It's the essence. You can tell. You can tell. I'm telling you, you just know. He's one. He belonged to us. He one of us. Unfortunately, he one of us. I heard he got his ass whooped though. Shout out to Tank. They said Tank whooped his ass. I saw they had what's that yodeling ass nigga on there? Trey Songz. They said he came up there, huh? Yeah. Girl, I wish a nigga would have threw an egg in that nigga mouth. You feel what I'm saying? Girl, get these people up over here. Grad Caster, thank you so much. Grad Caster 832 for the super chat says, loving the hair, Boo. Thank you. Thank you so much. Chocolate Money, thank you so much for being a member for 20 months. Says, Boo, didn't you have a skirt in your merch site? I did, but I took it down. I need to do another one. I don't know what to do with the skirts and the bottom parts for the girls. I'm thinking about that, y'all. I did have one, but I'm going to put one back up. Thank you so much for reminding me, Chocolate Bunny. And V the One, thank you so much for becoming a new member. We got to get right on into the Druski bit because we got Druski and then we got to worry about these Ghanaians out here taking Black Americans' land and our reparations. So let's get to Druski so we can get to the real business, okay? So now let's talk about Druski. Druski got the clears up in arms. Druski did another skit. If y'all recall, Druski also did a skit with the clears when he was acting like a redneck. And the clears lost their mind. But this is the new age clears. These new clears are different. See, the old clears, they had more heart. And like I said, I told y'all before, we talked about it on this channel, but in the late 1800s, early 1900s, the clears who were here delineated from the clears who were coming. And I'm starting to understand why, because y'all cut from two completely different cloths. You see, the clears from then had something to fight for. They had something to stand on, even if it was some bullshit. They had something that they were willing to die and kill for. But not these new clears. They just a bunch of whiny ass bitches. Oh my God. Every time I turn around, we're just being oppressed. And I think it's because you bitches started dyeing your hair and stopped doing music. I I don't know what the hell happened, but y'all bitches is some weird ass clears. And I would say your forefathers is turning over in their grave, but them ain't your forefathers. A lot of y'all come from cabbage patches. No wonder you bitches are NPCs. At any rate, Druski does the skit. The skit goes viral as it always does. I think it's at like tens of millions of views so far, and it just popped off a day or two ago. And the clears are losing their mind. But this not because it was a clear woman, but because Druski was acting as Erica Kirk. You know, the clear woman who was celebrating after her husband got popped upside the head in front of national TV. Y'all remember that? So Druski was playing Erica Kirk. He didn't say her name, but obviously we all knew who he was playing. And when he was playing this character, it made her and some others mad. Let's get into a few clips.
We're praying for all the soldiers and troops.
That's great that you're praying, but how about all the kids that died when the USA hit the towers?
It broke my heart. That is the
Oh, I don't want to play the music. Hold on. Now, mind you, we've seen this before. Hold on.
Jesus.
I serve a righteous God. And that is why we say our prayers. And we are all his children. But when I say children, I mean like the holy, blessed Trinity, which is why I hold the Bible.
Can I just say that I always thought Erica Kirk is probably a reptilian too? There's an emptiness behind the eyes of certain celebrities. I'll start to name them and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Mark Zuckerberg. There's nothing when you look at this man. Elon Musk. There's absolutely nothing. You see a specimen, you see a body, but you don't feel or see nothing behind it, right? She's one of those people. This clear woman looked like a goddamn vampire. Do you hear me? And when I say vampire, I don't mean just because of her pale skin. I mean her aura is dead. Like as if she's a ghost. That's what these people, a lot of these celebrities give me. Like they walking ghosts, like corpse, like a walking corpse, if it makes sense. They don't have an energy reading on them. It's just black and white. Whatever my face is supposed to give during this fluctuation of my voice, this is what it's going to give. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's very not human, if it makes sense. I don't think that the Erica Kirk lady is real. I think that the character was real at one point. But I think after Charlie Kirk got popped, they've been putting stand-ins in ever since. They do it with celebrities all the time. That's why we running around here saying Jamie Foxx a clone or this one is a clone. They put stand-ins in all the time. I'm telling you, that lady, when I've seen her on the clips that I've seen her, that is not a soul. She does not have a soul. Whatever that is, there's no soul in there. Hold on, let me, because I don't want to get copyright. But y'all get the gist. Y'all get the gist of the video. I think this is the last part I want to play y'all.
We have to protect all men in America, especially all white men in America. Those are the boys that we care about in this country. America is built on their backs.
So this skit goes viral and the clears lose their mind simply because in their minds, how dare this black kid do a skit in whiteface, right? That's what everybody's freaking out about. Now, mind you, they can't just laugh about it and keep going. It's the same thing happened with the pastors. Everybody get offended. Oh my God, I can't believe he said this about this group, or I can't believe he said this about that person. And let me just say this too, to the right side of the political sphere, to the right, to the, what y'all Republicans, conservatives, whatever y'all is on the right side. I just want to say you niggas have been on a high horse since y'all set the left up for the kill. And I'm here for it. But y'all really think y'all found solace or some sort of solitude or safety on the right side. And I keep telling you, you didn't. It's the same devil on the right that is on the left. And what happens here is the right hasn't been used to being made fun of lately. They've been on the up and up of things. They've been on the I told you so side of the aisle. They've been on the we're doing the right thing. So for them to now all of a sudden have a character come out and but to attack one of their main characters on the right, those clears, now you're going to see how racist and ugly they are. And this is for the Negroes who ran from the left plantation with all your bags and you went settled down on the right plantation. I need all my right plantation Negroes to step to the front of the congregation, because now you about to see that the right wing crackers is just as bad as the left wing crackers. And what I've been saying is the truth all along. Lead them people to their shit. But who am I? I'm just a regular girl on YouTube. I ain't nobody. But again, if you go in the comments on Twitter, any of these pages is a bunch of right-wing people being just as nasty and just as racist as them left wings was when y'all left from over there and left them to drown. I'm not saying that what Black America did by going to the right was bad. It was necessary. It had to be done. And shout out to Black America for doing that. What I want Black America to know is you better not get comfortable over there, fool. You mess around and get comfortable over there all you want, and you're going to find out that this master is worse than the one you left. Stop thinking any of these crackers give a damn about you, because they don't. Now, why is this important? Like I told y'all, Druski does the skit. The skit goes viral. Everybody loses their mind. And here come the crackers. Oh, my God, this is blackface. I can't believe the blackface. What would happen if the shoes were on the other foot? I'll give you an example. You mean like this? What would happen if the shoe was on the other foot? Well, I'll be damned. We have had to take on centuries of you crackers with no goddamn nothing, no creativity. You don't got no love, no heart, no soul, no nothing. Everything you do, you come in and take. So much so you couldn't even get your entertainment off at one time unless you dressed in blackface. But here it is, a comedian does a skit and all y'all is up in arms. Girl, fuck y'all. Straight up. All the blackface y'all done did. Need I mind Black America that one of the very first movies that was ever put out was Birth of a Nation, where it was an all clear cast. Even the black person that was the person that was raping the clear woman, it was a white man in blackface. They wouldn't even put a nigga in to play the villain. Come on, man. Come on, man. You Johnny come lately crackers is really bothering me, because y'all ain't even in foundational to what we know to be the United States of America. A bunch of you bitches just got here 30, 40 years ago, and you new age crackers come here trying to ride the old racist coattails of the crackers who was before you, and that shoe don't fit you. That shoe don't fit you. Y'all cut from two completely different cloths. Now I understand why the KKK delineated from you crackers. Y'all a different breed. Y'all a different breed. And go look up what I'm saying. I've talked about it. I've showed the receipt. We did an educational Friday. In the late 1800s, the clears who were here put out a newspaper article delineating from the ones coming off the boat. They say they are not us. They are beneath us. I see why. Lazy motherfuckers, at least those over there knew how to do something. And I need Black America to understand the difference, because a lot of these clears running around here trying to carry that racist shit, and they ain't even foundational to the racism. It's just a bunch of Johnny-come-lately clears hopping off of a boat or a plane, jumping right into the doggone the hierarchy. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. When it comes to the Erica Kirk, hold on, let me get her on here. Erica Kirk herself responded, and this caused everybody to lose it as well. Let me get Erica Kirk on here. How you spell her name? Girl, I don't know. So Erica Kirk responded as a nuclear would. Oh my God. If I were to do blackface, it'd be a problem. But I guess since he's Druski, he can do it. Let's get into her. Erica Kirk sent a cease and desist trying to sue me over, this is what Druski said. Erica Kirk sent a cease and desist trying to sue me over a skit. Little does she know parody is protected. It's comedy, not defamatory or defamation. Y'all got to stop trying to take jokes to court. So, and this is kind of a Cardi B situation because when she took Tasha K to court, it was a lot of people that came out and was like, oh my God, we're going to start taking you to court because you hurt my feelings. I'm a celebrity. Who you bloggers think you are? So anyways, apparently she sent them a cease and desist, to take it down. But like he said, parody is protected. And who are y'all? Why are y'all putting certain people on pedestals to where they can't be talked about? Why are y'all pedestalizing these humans? Fuck Erica Kirk, girl. Who that white woman is? Nobody. The fuck? Then to send cease and desist and want to get the boy come on, man. It's listen to me, Black America. I need you to understand what this is. Erica Kirk is not foundational to this country. Her mom and them probably just got here and shit it out when they got here to stay. Erica Kirk and the women and the crackers and the people like her are simply riding the old school racist coattails. If Black America don't understand that, they'll continue to be racist and continue to act like they're above us, but they are not. The Clears are the original Slavic people. Don't get me started. They the original slaves, but they good for nothing because you can't even use them for that. But again, it's cracker power. This is what they do. I get to do whatever I want to you, but how dare you respond to me? Girl, please. Then this what made me trip out too. So then I guess the heat was coming on too hard for Druski. Druski turned around and posted he got a white grandpa. Now we got to discuss genealogy for 2 seconds. Get him up here. Hold on. And the reason we discussing genealogy for 2 seconds, because I need y'all to understand what y'all going to be looking at. First of all, if this is real, if it's real, because I just watched Could Have Been Love, and I've seen Druski mama. She looks like to be a Black American woman. And the daddy that I seen didn't look biracial. But again, it's not to say that he's not. But the father that he had on the show did not look to be biracial. But whatever. According to Druski, because everything was getting so hot, Druski ended up posting this and says that he has a white grandfather over the skit. It says Druski shares photo of his white grandpa amid backlash over Erica Kirk skit. And this is the photo that Druski is sharing. Now let's go with genealogy because he says too far. Sorry. Let's go with genealogy. First and foremost, just because Druski has a white grandfather does not mean that the most or the whole or even the collective of Black America is mixed with any clear. Let me say that again. Just because Druski is posting a clear grandfather does not mean that that is the norm across Black America. Now, Black America, when you do your genealogy, are you going to find other people in it other than American? Possibly, highly possibly for some, lower than others, or lower for some others, okay? However, this is more of an anomaly than people want to admit, because see, what they want you to believe is there were so many clears that we were all just procreating with the clears and that diluted our race. It did not. That is not the truth. Very few clears procreated with the Negroes, a lot for longevity, some for land. Okay, it was many reasons why they procreated with the doggone Blacks, but it wasn't because we were just out here willy-nilly in biracial relationships. If you want to know what it looked like then, take a look at what it looks like now. Okay, Now that we got that out of the way, because I've seen since Druski popped up with a clear grandparent, now everybody see Black Americans, all of y'all mixed up. No, we are not. Do your genealogy. And just because you find somebody from another country don't mean they were white. It had a lot of Black Europeans in America. Now that that's out of the way, let me also say this as it pertains to genealogy. If this is true, this would mean that this clear man is Druski's mother's father or his father's father. That would mean that genealogically, he's more close to not biracial, but at least like an octoroon or quadroon. I don't know if you would call it that either. But either way, he's mixed. He's more mixed. He's mixed more. What's the word I want to say? He's more directly mixed as far as his race and identity than we are. Even though he identifies as Black, even though when you see him, he looked like a nigga. If this clear grandfather is real, then he has more clear in him than the average Black American. Because the average Black American don't have all these clears all up and through their doggone genealogy, okay? Okay? I'm not saying you're not going to find none, but it's not a common thing like everybody is saying. Now, why is this important as well? This would mean, because I'm going to go far, I'm going to go deep into the fact, I don't care that he's a clear. That's surface to me. This would explain Druski's rise to fame. Hear me out. When we, in the 1700s, when we were getting kicked out of the government, Black America, when we ran the Republican Party and we were all of the senates in the South and we had the majority vote and it was us doing our big one until the clears came in and the other people came in, we ran it, right? But it wasn't until a psyop happened. Hear me out. I'm going somewhere. Hear me out. It wasn't until a psyop happened that we were slowly but surely pushed out of our seats in the Republican Party. This is why I tell Black America, when y'all run back to the Republican Party, that's not the same Republican Party you're running back to. That's a new Republican Party that they have now. The one you belong to look like me and you. But that's an Educational Friday topic. I'm not on that right now. Hear me out. During the time to slowly but surely take power away from Black Americans politically, what they did was procreate with Black Americans and create the biracial, the mulatto. But in the midst of them creating the mulatto, they told all Black Americans that if you have one drop of Negro blood, then you a Negro. We got indoctrinated with that. So whenever we would see these mulatto people, these racially ambiguous people, we still do it in 2026. Whenever we see somebody with a touch of anything Black, we automatically assume, oh, this must be all 100% Black, when it's not. That was the trick bag. Why is this important? The Trojan horse was the mulatto that came in befriending the people, really under the table, though, working for the enemy. Because remember, this is a double-minded person. No shade to a biracial person, but genetically, they're double-minded. You got the Black ideology, and then you got the clear one. It literally exists in all biracial people. If you pay attention to them, you'll see it. So what they did was get this biracial because we were ignorant. We didn't know. We were ignorant to the Trojan horse of the mulatto coming in, thinking that they're our friend. They laugh with us. They joke with us. They talk with us. They hung with us. They lived with us. They procreated with us. We thought nothing different. Whole time, the mulatto was the Trojan horse, aka the enemy. And the mulatto, slowly but surely, weed the whole bunch of Black Americans out of political power in the Republican sitting. As a matter of fact, it wasn't real long, and don't give me the line about the number of years. It literally turned from all Black to white like that. All because of the Trojan horse, aka the mulatto. Now, I'm going somewhere. It made me automatically think, because I'm thinking Druski is funny. He is very funny. Extremely funny. I'm not taking nothing away from him, and he's hella talented. But Druski popped up out of nowhere during COVID, like a lot of them did. But then remember, Druski started being in rooms that a lot of them couldn't be in. Druski was at the all-white party with the billionaires. Druski gets to be all up under Cat Williams and all, not Cat Williams, Kevin Hart and Kai Cenat. Druski got the show on YouTube. And this is not to say that Druski can't have these things, because Druski is a talent. I'm not taking that away from him. But what I'm saying is, If this clear man is truly his grandfather, it will make sense why Druski is as big as he is, because Druski would be the Trojan horse, like the mulatto that came and whiskered us out of our political power. Hear me out. Hear me out. We have been tricked, and to this day, we still are tricked. We don't even know who's who. We're just starting to identify tethers versus Black Americans. But we hadn't even started to begin to look into the trick bag that is the biracial, and how the government has used the biracial against us. How the government has used the biracial to come in and act as if they are a friend to Black America, when the whole time they are there to take. Adam Clayton Powell, he's another one, another mulatto. A lot of them in history came in acting as if they were friends to us, but they were really thieves. I'm saying this is just my conspiracy theory. Obama is a huge one. Obama is the biggest one. He's the biggest mulatto Trojan horse. I'm glad y'all catching on. Barack Obama is the biggest mulatto Trojan horse we've ever seen. The biggest one. Okay? If they did that in politics, and I know there's nothing new under the sun, everything you did has already been done. And then I also know the enemy is not a creative. He's not smart. He's just clever. All he's going to do is keep running the same trick bag. Then I would believe that this is why Druski is as big as he is and gets to do what he does. Because Druski probably has a family line that allows him to do just what he is doing. And let me make y'all laugh. These people breed these children on purpose. They literally get together and say, hey, you and you're going to have a baby, and this baby is going to do this, 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 and this. They plan the baby out before you even get pregnant. It's real. With those Trojan horses, think about it like this, Black America. You ever been around a nigga who breed dogs? Have any of you ever been around a nigga who breed dogs? If you ever been around a person who breed dogs, then you know they are very meticulous on who and how they breed them puppies. They not about to just let any old thing get to screwing each other and creating any old thing. They are very specific on what male and what female breed, so they can get the specific outcome. That's the same thing that cracker been doing. Breeding humans like dogs, creating the perfect scenario, the perfect person to carry out whatever it is they want done. Family line, something that we don't look into as Black America because we're stuck at the word Black. We stuck at the color and the racism that's surrounded with Black. We never start to look down these family lines to see who are these people. Because now, matter of fact, Zeus Network is one. Somebody looked down Limmy's family line and found out his dad and them ain't even from here, and they heavily tied to Israel. Genealogy. That's what I be on here telling y'all every day to do. Genealogy. I believe, this is my conspiracy theory. First of all, shout out to Druski for the skit. I think the skit was dope, and shout out to him for pissing off the clears. I'm here for it. But I believe that if this clear grandfather is true, then Druski has very heavily family ties in this shit. And this is way deeper than rap. That's a whole lie for a whole nother day. That's a whole live for a whole nother day. Y'all be mindful and start thinking about in the past. That mulatto Trojan horse has gotten us in trouble. And this is the craziest part about the enemy. The enemy has gotten clever. They don't have to use the mulatto no more. Now they could just use one of us. We done sold out so bad, they don't have to breed them no more. All they got to do is find one of us, caught up, down bad, about to go to jail, need this, that, and the third. Yay. And they just get one of us to do it. They ain't even got to breed them no more. Let's move on, child. But yeah, Druski got the people going crazy. And this is the worst part too. I was thinking, it was funny because when the Wayans brothers did White Chicks, yeah, it was a little backlash, but the Clears loved that. But the moment Druski does the parody skit of Erica Kirk highlighting her demonic ways and demonic looks and the way that she truly feels about America, now it's a problem. Girl, you clears gotta go. Y'all, I hope y'all go back to, I would say go back to Europe, but y'all not even from there. Girl, where's y'all gonna go when it's time to go back? That's the next, that's what y'all should be asking a racist clear. Not all the clears, because they got some nice clears out there. But I'm talking about the racist one. Where y'all gonna go when it's time to go back? Y'all, Europe don't even belong to y'all. Africa don't belong. Where are y'all gonna go? That's what I be wanting to know. Let's move on. Somebody said I knew somebody who breed dogs and the dogs came out slow. I know you lying. Bobby Rodriguez, thank you so much for making it rain, boo. I make it rain. I make it rain. I make it rain on them hoes. I make it rain. I make it rain. I make it rain on them hoes. Thank you so much, Bobby. She says, hey, boo, I don't think Druski even mentioned Erica Kirk's name. It was the media that took it and ran with it. There's a documentary called Horror Noir, A History of Black Horror. It's about the history of Black people in movie, especially horror. You know, one of my old dreams was I always wanted to write a horror movie. But I got to check that out. Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate you. And thank you for the generous donation. You didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. All right, y'all. Let's get into Ghana versus Black America because we got work to do, Black America. I'm going to say this one more time before we get into this segment, Black America. I need you to wake up. Wake your duck ass up. Matter of fact, let me just play the cue because it's a lot of niggas out here sleepwalking. And I need you niggas to get your ass up.
Please wake up.
Wake up, man. A lot of you niggas is snoozing the alarm. A lot of Black Americans around here sleepwalking. It is time to wake up. Everything that you need to know is right in front of your face. Ain't no more conspiracy theories. If you still running around here thinking stuff is conspiracy theory, I know it's because you don't want to deal with it. Ain't no more conspiracy theories. It's real in the field. We are undergoing spiritual warfare, and we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but principalities. We dealing with this spiritual warfare in the 3D realm, and a lot of people haven't caught up to it. So I'm going to try to help as many as I can to understand what's happening here. Now, we need to talk about Ghana versus Black America. I spoke about it yesterday. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but my theory yesterday was I don't understand how Black Americans are comfortable trying to be friends with the descendants of Ghana when Ghana are supposed to be the people who sold you or at least took part in selling you into slavery. Now, because I am very educated on who we are and where we come from, what I know is that we never came from the west coast of Africa. We didn't come off no Ivory Coast, and there wasn't no Africans that would have been able to catch us. So that whole thing is a lie. But again, if we gonna go with the move of what they're telling us, then we gotta believe that we were sold from Ghana. And if we are to believe that, I would ask Black America, why then are you siding with a group of people who sold your ancestors? It should be up and stuck for the rest of our lives with these people. They are not a friend. They are not an ally. They would typically be the enemy generationally. But I get what happened. We allow propaganda, social media, and celebrities also to buck us up to allow these people to come over here and play like we all cool whole time. They really over here to steal from us. All they need us to do is remain stupid and sleep so they can continue to steal. But again, gone are the days because the Most High, the universe, and the ancestors are waking up their people, and we are coming into the knowledge of what's happening, and we are tearing these people down. And let's be clear, all of you people that roam this land with ill will and intention in your heart toward the fruit of this land, which is the Most High's chosen people, you got to know the universe and the ancestors will spit you out this bitch. You not gonna stay here. So all of y'all sitting up there, all you foreign tethers sitting up there hollering about, I don't care about the Black Americans, this, that, and the third. You think you're going to sit here and live good and eat off of this land? The land will spit you out, bitch. I need you to know that. And I need you to know it and believe it because it's happening. And I also need Black America to know, do not get in the way of the universe repairing itself. When the universe begins to repair itself and spit these damn cancers up out of here, if you step in the way, your ass going with them. It's survival of the fittest. We separating the real from the fake. I'm talking to Black Americans. All of y'all that want to be on this Pan-African bullshit, this, we are the world, love everybody shit, you gonna perish. Stay away from me. Your ideology gonna get us all killed. Niggas trying to survive. Niggas is really trying to get back to paradise, living in heaven on earth, on our grounds. And it's a lot of people that's running around here cosplaying like they really about that shit and they not. And there's also a lot of people that's really just out here playing to be divisive on what Black Americans are trying to build. And I'm gonna just tell y'all now, like I say, we battle not against flesh and blood, because our ancestors is kicking ass and taking names. So please know that all of you evil entities, all of you evil foreign tethers on this land, acting as if you're going to steal our ancestry, steal our hoodoo, steal our land, our history, our names, all of the culture that created, you got to know the land will spit you out. And it's not going to be in a good way. And I need Black America to stand down when it happens. Whenever I see you niggas jeffing for these people, it grinds my gears. Because nobody jeffs for you, Black America, ever. There's not a group of people on the face of this earth. I need you to understand. There's not one group of people on the face of this earth that has ever said boo to or about Black America in our benefit. You ain't got no allies. You don't need no allies. Don't even let them put that bullshit on you. Oh, you need no, you don't. You need the ally. We don't. We ain't never had them, and we ain't gonna start having them now. What Black America needs to do is get back in touch with ourselves so we can step right at the top where we belong, and everybody else could fall at the bottom where they belong. Take it how you want to. I'm not explaining it. Okay? I saw, we went over yesterday how the Africans from Ghana went to the UN in the US to ask for reparations. I told you guys that they were there to steal in the name of Black America. I also told you the fact that Al Sharpton and Thumbhead, Benjamin Crump, and all these people was there did not surprise me, because it's about time, high time y'all learn that these people y'all love so much, including Mike, was not your friend. All of these so-called Negroes are not your friend. They are your enemy. I don't care how nice they look. I don't care how many streets they name after these people. They were not your friend then, and they're not your friend now. Okay? Now, because of that, the people, let me say this. The tethers know that we're waking up. The world knows. The universe knows. The earth knows that we're waking up. So now everything has to adjust. And for those who don't want to adjust, you're going to see a lot of pullback or pushback, which are like what you're seeing with the Africans. Now they're trying to, in my opinion, use a last-ditch effort to go up to the U.S. and the UN and say, because slavery, chattel slavery, and the transatlantic slavery was wrong, or slave trade was wrong, you need to pay us reparations. Mind you, if we are to go the way we were taught, Ghana was the people who helped get us over here. So why in the hell would they collect anything? You know what it dawned on me though too last night when I was thinking about it, and also I saw a lady on TikTok who put this on my mind too, is given the United States and Africa had a deal. Go over there, you stand in place of them, let them do all the work. You don't have to lift a finger. You're going to stand in place of them. And if things go the way that we plan, you're going to inherit whatever it is that they deserve or they have coming. And I believe them Africans was gung-ho. Yes, sir, master. And they came on by and the game started. They came on cosplaying like we all one big Pan-African situation, knowing we not. They knew we wasn't, but remember, they got to keep us stupid so they can continue to steal. So they came in acting like they were a friend, integrated, and then they infiltrated. After that started all of a sudden, now Essence is Africanness. Everything we got, oh, this come from Zimbabwe. No, not Zimbabwe. I ain't gonna lie on them people. Oh, this come from Yoruba. This come from West Africa. This come from the Gold Coast. This come from the Ivory Coast. It really went from we are all together as one big black Negro to you stealing all my shit. That's literally what happened. I know it's happening right now. We went from welcoming these people in to now they're stealing every fucking thing that ain't screwed to the ground. And if it's screwed to the ground, they're putting a sticky note on it, swearing to God that it came from their steal. This is where we are. And I tell you all the time, the reason why you know them people is in on it, the people that's us, that's in on it helping them, because they're successful. They cannot be successful unless we help them. It does not work unless people from the inside help the people on the outside. Do you know what that means, Black America? That means there are other Black Americans making sure that we continually are stolen from and put down in the dirt, and we'll never get our reparations. It ain't just tethers. It's some of us too. That's exactly what that means. So here it is. Ghana goes up to the UN, to the US to get reparations, and is giving me, we had a deal. This is what is given to me. Africa, Ghana went up to the UN and said, hey, UN, US, we had a deal. Now that y'all ready to renege on the deal because these niggas is waking up, can you pay me my money? And it looks like the UN and the US was like, girl, fuck you and that deal. You ain't getting shit. And now here we are. Because we saw when Ghana went up to, let me see if I can pull it up so y'all can see it. Ghana went to the UN and the US to request reparations. Let me pull it up. Ghana. And you know what makes me mad too? All of them celebrities that's been running over there getting dual citizenship. You feel what I'm saying? All them over there getting dual citizenships and all that stuff. And it's just, hold on, Ghana reparations Black. I'm sorry. I'm typing and talking. All them celebrities running over there to get dual citizenship is advertisement. Like I've been telling y'all, advertisement so that they can steal your stuff. Let's get into them going to get these reparations up here. Then we're going to get into the fight that our sisters and brothers was out there doing. And shout out to the Black American sisters and brothers who was out there with their bullhorns, yelling and screaming. And they got into it with one of them niggas too that was probably on the side of them Africans. Know that they are the enemy, just like the cracker. Walk and chew gum at the same time. It ain't just white people that's your enemy. And it ain't even all white people. It's more melanated people that's your enemy than them. Let's get into Ghana. After they were told that they couldn't get the reparations.
Black history courses are being removed from school curricula.
Mind you, I'm going to let this man finish. Whenever we speak about Black history, slavery, this does not include an African. This is only for the American Negro. But because we've accepted these people and let them live amongst us so long, and I use that term loosely, live amongst us, they are now co-opting who we are and our struggle and our history. So now they're going to act as if taking Black history out of the schools is going to gravely affect them. They don't even learn the same curriculum we learn for sure. So how does that affect you? But remember, they're cosplaying, destiny swapping. They're going in as Ghana saying, I know they deserve the reparations, but give it to us. We'll take it on their behalf. That's exactly what they're doing.
Schools are being mandated to stop teaching students about the truth of slavery, segregation, and racism in American history courses. Books about those topics are being banned in schools and public libraries. Museums, art centers, and other institutions whose budgets rely in any way on public funds are being prohibited from scheduling exhibitions and programs or from displaying materials promoting racial awareness or Black history. Much like the law that was put in place to regulate the punishment of the enslaved in Barbados, these policies are becoming a template for other governments as well as some private institutions. At the very least, they are slowly normalizing the erasure. They are slowly normalizing erasure. Here in the United States, Black history courses are being removed, each step bringing us closer to the kind of world we would want to leave for our children. And so delegates, on this beautiful day in March, we're called to stand on the right side of history. Let it be recorded that when history beckoned, we did what was right for the memory of the millions who suffered the indignity of the slave trade and those who continue to suffer racial discrimination.
Mind you, they supposed to be speaking for us, because them Africans over there didn't go through what we went through. We are a specific, peculiar group of people that went through something specific to us. You got an African from Ghana talking about how we deserve the reparations, but not to our pocket, to their pocket. He's speaking for us as if he's going to help us when he get the reparations, when he's not. He want to put them in his pocket, in all the Africa pocket.
Let our vote on this resolution restore their dignity and humanity.
While we acknowledge the horrors of the past, we do not accept this resolution's assertion that historical facts from the 15th through 19th century constitute violations of jus cogens, as the term is understood in contemporary international law. The United States also does not recognize a legal right to reparations for historical wrongs that were not illegal under international law at the time they occurred. In addition to its obvious legal problems, this resolution is also unclear as to who the recipients of reparatory justice would be.
The reason why it's unclear is because they wanted to take it on our behalf and put it in their own pocket.
The drafters and supporters of this resolution seem to believe it is them. The United States strongly objects to the cynical usage of historical wrongs as a leverage point in an attempt to reallocate modern resources to people and nations who are distantly related to the historical victim. While we acknowledge the...
And I think distantly related is giving them too much credit. We are nothing. We are not related to the people of Ghana in no way, shape, or form. Even if we are to go off of their trade story, their slave trade story, they would have been the people who helped to get us on the boat. There is no relation. So it's almost like if me and somebody rob a store and then one of them get caught, or let's say we go in our separate ways. Me and somebody rob a store and we go in our separate ways or whatever. And then it's, I done messed up the analogy. But y'all get what I'm saying, right? Like, it's almost like, yeah, that's what I was going with it. So it's almost like the Africans want to accept it on our behalf, knowing that we're not, or they're not the people who deserve it. And I done messed it up. I done lost my thought. Let me get back to it.
Horrors of the past. We do not accept this resolution's assertion that historical facts from the 15th through 19th century constitute violations of jus cogens, as the term is understood in contemporary international law. The United States also does not recognize a legal right to reparations for historical wrongs that were not illegal under international law at the time they occurred. In addition to its obvious legal problems.
So they wanted reparations for stuff that wasn't even illegal when it happened. That's what it sounds like.
This resolution is also unclear as to who the recipients of...
We've already heard that. When Brother Malcolm X, rest in peace, when Brother Malcolm spoke, he spoke about the enemy, and he said that the enemy is going to integrate. He said what they do is they integrate and then infiltrate. Those words stuck to me. That's why I always say it. And because I started paying attention after I heard Malcolm X say that, and I started actually watching the behavior of these people. And that's exactly what they do. They come in acting like they're a friend, like they family, and we're all one, all because they know deep down inside they're here to rob you. And this is why these Africans feel so comfortable to go to the U.S. and the UN to ask for reparations on our behalf, not to give to us, even though we didn't ask them to do shit. It's not even to go ask for reparations on our behalf so they can come back and give it to us. No. They so bold, they went to the U.S. and the UN and said, give me the reparations and I'm going to keep it in my pocket. And the U.S. and the UN said, hell no. Hell no. And this is the worst part. The U.S. and the UN knows that this is all a hoax. So I'm pretty sure they laughing at the African like, I know you fucking lying. Nigga, we supposed to all be in on the same joke. Like, are you serious? This is what they do. This is what they've continued to do, and this is what they're still doing today. So much so, we had a bunch of brothers and sisters that was out. Where is this? Is this in New York? I think this is in New York. I'm not sure where this is, but we had some brothers and sisters that was out there getting into it with people because apparently I don't know if it's somebody help me out with this. I'm not sure if it is a Black American burial site. Either way, some Africans are trying to take over a space. From what I'm understanding from the video, and we'll watch it together, that is some type of Black American site that they had, and they were talking about reparations and all kinds of stuff. But on one side is Black Americans fighting and protesting the Africans who are trying to take over something that belongs to us here on this land. So it's basically us against them. Let's get into a little bit of this back and forth.
When he was 11 years old when slavery ended, you do not have in common what my bloodline has in common. I'm an ex-veteran. Not only am I an ex-military veteran. Hold on. Yeah, that's Jermaine Williams. Okay, peace and blessings, my brother. How are you? Okay, basically, I would like to ask you two questions, and maybe three if I can. Number one, what is your position on reparations, cash? Reparations for foundational Black Americans and no others who have not originated on the soil. What's your position on cash reparations in an anti-foundational Black American hate law?
The video cut off right here. Hold on, let me show you this video of this sister. Hold on.
Sold our ancestors for umbrellas. You sold our ancestors for fine china. You sold our ancestors for any little trinket that you could get. And now, you mad because other nations got rich off the slave trade and all you got was some beans. And now you want to sit here and try to ask for $100 million to validate the place where you stole and held our ancestors. And let me repeat the sentiment of my sister that just spoke. Jamani Williams, I saw you earlier. You don't speak for us because you don't have our blood. And Al Sharpton, you have our blood, but you still don't speak for us.
Nope.
You are a shakedown artist, a preacher without a church. You don't speak for us. Who else? Is that Clark? Yeah, you might have been voted in, but you wasn't voted in by us, and you don't speak for us. And that's why we're going to make sure that you lose all these extra bodies that you putting on the.
Let me read this caption. It says, Ghana, you will not get paid twice off of us. May the ancestors follow each and every one of you home. Yes, and get their lick back for the disrespect they showed yesterday. Thank you at Melrose Mika USA, because without you, I'd have been I'd have no usable footage or no sound system. It says, calling all foundational Black American family and allies around in the world, anywhere in the world, we need your help to ensure our voices are heard and demand action is produced on our behalf. I've made it simple. Click this, and I guess there's a link here to email every sponsor and co-sponsor of potential co-sponsor and sponsors, and send 5 pre-written emails to, I guess this is a call to reach out to the people in charge. If you would like to donate or travel, So listen to what's happening here. You got us literally out there on our own soil. Remember, we're home. There's nowhere else for us to go. We are home. We are here where thousands of years of ancestors have been before us. We didn't come off no boat. We are home. They the ones came off the boat, not us. Okay? So we home defending our land for the first time in hundreds of years. We're finally waking up and we're defending our land against what we now can see is not just the white people. You understand that they're working with a whole group of other people, which are now the Ghana people, to take our reparations. First of all, the UN can't give them reparations on our behalf. So that was never going to happen. Now, they can give them reparations for them. I don't know. That's between them. But they can't give them reparations on our behalf. It's not possible legally. However, you got these people from Africa that done been here a generation or two, and they done got so comfortable that they really believe in their own heart of hearts and their own minds. They could come up here and stand in front of us while we're there and take from us. And this is the worst part. There's always another Black American there to help them do it. And we supposed to just shut up, eat our food. You get a lot of the Pan-African, a lot of the Boule people. You'll be able to spot them. They're the first ones that'll tell you, oh, but you ought to be ashamed of yourself. We all God's children. We all Black. What's the problem? We all Black. That's them Boule children. That's them Boule bastards. That's the ones getting paid to keep you stupid. That's why every time you turn around and question something, they turn around and tell you something crazy like, oh, but you know, at the end of the day, God loves us all. Boule bastards. The audacity of these people, the things that I be thinking, I'll just say this. If the shoe was on the other foot, and there was a small group of Black Americans in Ghana protesting for freaking mosquitoes in the air, we would be dead by the time we got our last sentence off. But Black America, we just allow anybody to come over here and do any old thing. Up until now. Up until now. Because I'll be damned if these people can have them type of balls, and they have those balls because they got a whole bunch of people with us or like us that are helping them to have these balls. But I'll be damned if these people have the type of balls that they have to go down there, ask for reparations, be in America on our land, where our people fought and died in every freaking war on this earth, shed blood, built, created, civilizations even. You mean to tell me these damn Cabbage Patch Kids get to come over here on my land, disrespect my ancestors and me, and try to steal from me as you already have? The ancestors are not pleased. Every single one of you mosquito biting bitches will pay for that. Y'all are going to pay for that. I need you to know that. You are not going to get away with this. Not on this land, not with these people. So, listen, you're going to see a lot of things play out that's going to come out like, holy crap, what the hell is going on? What is this? Watch it play out. Watch it. Because watch when you finish letting it play out, you're going to realize you're standing and everything else is beneath you. It's time, Black America. These are a lot of things that they get you. We're supposed to fight for our reparations, so I'm not even mad at that. Do not allow these things to consume your energy. It's time for you, Black America, to be worried about your genealogy and finding out who you are so that you can take your rightful place at the top. The world is in calamity because they're about to be done. The old world that we knew, the systems that we knew, everything that we knew is gone. It's done. We're going to have to start over. We're rebuilding. This is the end of the world our grandmas was talking about. This is the end of the world they were saying. It's time for us to do our part, rebuild, do what we got to do. So when all of these people, all the dust settle, we could just jump right in where we need to be. Stop being so acceptable to anybody. I don't give a damn at this point. Sometimes some of the Black Americans you can't be susceptible to. You got to find your kind and move as you should. Move accordingly with your kind. And just because they skin folk or kinfolk don't necessarily mean they on your side. It's getting bad out here, but I need y'all to stay aware and stay woke. You know what's crazy? The fact that comes back full circle, the stay woke phrase, It's time for y'all to wake up. I'm dead ass serious. Crystal, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, what if the clears are the real aliens? Conspiracy theory. They are. The clears are aliens. If you understand the word alien, then the clears are aliens. All of them Cabbage Patch Kids are aliens. Everything is an alien that's walking on 2 feet except the black melanated people of the world. So everybody outside of melanated people on the earth are aliens. So technically you're right. And that ain't even no conspiracy theory, child. Thank you so much. And Crystal, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, I think you already read that one. Thank you so much. Let me read this one. Divine Energy, thank you for the super chat. Says, got to look into the history of Iran and Black America, y'all. I will tell you why we are doing with what we are doing with this war, and this reparations BS for real, y'all. Let me tell y'all something too. Now that I got y'all on here, the reason I'm telling y'all do genealogy and stop dealing with all this protest and picket signs is because that's where your reparations at. You gotta have documentation. Documentation beats conversation any day of the week. Documentation beat everything. Do your freaking genealogy. Find out who you are. Go get your reparations. And then when we all do genealogy, or at least a collective of us, then we can collectively go to the UN like the Africans did and say, run my money. And they can't run back and say, oh no, because we got to figure out, because then we'll have paperwork. Does that make sense? I hope this is making sense to people. That's why every time you see me, you're going to see me say genealogy. Because see, we want to get reparations as a collective. We're going to do that. We're going to get it separately and we're going to get it collectively. But we got to have the paperwork when we go up there. We got to have it. Genealogy. Please do it. Bobby Rodriguez, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, I didn't know I have to, but I wanted to just thank you for the amazing work you do. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Bobby. Thank you so much. Hey, it's Trey. Thank you for the super chat. Says, wasn't reparations considered begging just last year? Now it's justice for all. I really can't stand these scam Africans, but it's reverse psychology. As long as Black Americans are asleep, they get to perform that level of reverse psychology, aka witchcraft on us. That's exactly what they're doing. So yeah, be mindful of that. Thank you, Trey. And thank you again. Says, if America robbed them, why are they still coming? Because they never robbed them. They robbed them, all right. They robbed them out of their cut of the share of the heist. That's the only thing they robbed them out of. But anyways, with that being said, I'm about to hop up off of here, y'all. Make sure y'all take care of yourselves and each other. Also, make sure you are doing genealogy and also hitting that link at the top of the chat. Babe is the new wave. Black Americans versus everybody is the line. It's done by my heart, from my heart to you. So y'all make sure y'all hit that link, voodoodolltvshop.com, so y'all can shop. With that being said, I'm about to hop up off here. I will catch y'all later. Educational Friday. Y'all see me in about an hour. So peace.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we love. For your boy, for your boy, also for your boy, mix it for your boy, drop it for your, wow, 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 lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.